Hello, everyone. My name is Jossy, your real estate success partner. I'm coming to you live from Lagos State, Nigeria. Okay, so today we'll be talking about the mistakes that buyers make when they want to buy or when they buy properties in Ekpe. The major mistake that buyers make is ignorance. Now, under this ignorance, I'm going to give you three instances, that buyers make, instances of errors that buyers make when they want to buy property in Ekpe. Now, please don't get carried away because everyone is saying Ekpe, is your go-to place right now for real estate, buying, owning properties and all that. There are certain things you also need to look out for. Yes, we know that we have talked about things to look out for when you are buying, when you're investing in real estate or when you're buying real estate. But I also have, that certain areas have their own peculiarities. And today we'll be talking about the peculiarity, in buying properties in Ekpe. So I talked about Ekpe being a small farm, Ekpe being a small fish farming village. And so, the government had actually mapped out Ekpe for farming. So originally, before this period, Ekpe was just for farming. Now, because of the influx of industries and business activities going on at Ibejuleki, Ekpe now is being converted to, the land there is being converted to residential, because the government puts residential and the interest of the people above every other thing in Lagos State. So Ekpe now is being converted to residential. Now, a lot of buyers are not aware of that. So before you even begin to ask for certain documents and go and do your search, in order for you not to waste your time, you need to first of all find out, has the company that is selling whatever property or land you want to buy, I'm talking about estates now, have they converted? Because you need to convert that title from agric, you need to convert it to residential before you start doing any other thing. So that's one of the ignorance that buyers get into. They are not aware that, look, they need to make this inquiry. They're not aware that Ekpe was originally mapped out for farming, for agric. So you need to ask before you even begin to ask for any other documents. Now, another ignorance from the buyers is, when you see a title or when you see land being sold and then you are seeing title there, freehold. We've talked about it on this my page, and we know that freehold is not a title, but freehold is a way that the company is trying to communicate to you that the government does not have any interest in that estate or that area they are selling to you. Because like I had said earlier on, the current sitting governor of the state, owns every land in Lagos State. So every land in Lagos State has been acquired by the government. And then so you have the committed acquisition, and then you have the free acquisition. And so that is why, when these estates sell and you see the name there or the title there, freehold, they are just telling you that, look, the government does not have any interest in this estates that we are selling. Please don't take freehold as, okay, so you don't have any problem, just buy the land and you go and relax. First of all, of course, you still do your search, and then you now need to start perfecting the title. So buying land that is freehold does not mean that because the government says today we don't have any interest in that area, then you just buy the land and you're good to go. That's not the situation. Now, the third and the final thing I want to talk about now is for those who buy from individuals or you buy from the family. Even the family now, I mean the local sellers now, they understand that, look, this land used to be agric and now the government is converting it to residential. So sometimes when you go to them to buy property, they'll just tell you, when you're asking for title, they'll tell you it is residential. You know that residential is not a title, but they also are trying to tell you that, okay, so this place is not for farming, it's for residential, so it's safe to buy. But I don't have anything personally against buying outside estates, but for me, I always feel that it's safer. But at least when you hear that, you know the questions to ask, and you know that, look, in carrying out your search, you have to You don't leave any stone unturned. Don't feel comfortable when they tell you it's residential. Residential is not a title, please, because I've heard a lot of them say that. When you ask them what's the title, they'll tell you there's nothing to worry about. It is residential. Please don't fall for that. That is when you are dealing with when you're dealing buying land outside the estates, buying outside the real estate company, when you're dealing with individuals, and especially when you're dealing with the indigenes. So these are the mistakes that buyers make. These are mistakes that they make when you just hear that, they not knowing. And you know that ignorance is not an excuse. So not knowing that, look, Ekpe was mapped out for agric, you need to be aware of that, so you know the right questions to ask. Freehold is not an excuse for you to buy your property and go to sleep. You need to also know that we are saying that, okay, it's committed, but government is saying no, this area, we are leaving it for residential development. It's not enough. Don't make that mistake, please. And then the third one is when you are dealing with, you know there they will tell you the title. What's the title? This is residential. Mm-mm. This there's nothing like that. There's absolutely nothing like that.